What's hiding underneath things can be scary. Underwater, under your bed, especially what's under your carpet. Except when you get new carpet from Carpet One Floor and Home. After tearing up your old carpet, they'll vacuum and apply Health Annex antimicrobial to your subfloor, disinfecting and killing mold, mildew, and any remaining general awfulness. Carpet One Floor and Home goes the extra mile to protect you, your family, and your home. Carpet One Floor and Home in Columbia, making your home beautiful, guaranteed.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Monday, July 19th. My good friend Mars Doering is with us today, along with Connor, a little rescue dog who is very, very fortunate to be sitting on Mars' lap.
I'm fortunate to have him sitting on my lap. He's so sweet.
Mars from All Paws Medical and Behavioral Center in Holt Summit. Today, we're in the height of summer right now.
Yes.
And you wanted to touch a little bit on some of the hazards of summertime with our pets and some of the things that maybe we don't think about a lot.
Right. There's a couple of things that people don't think about till they happen and you wish you did know. So one of those things is I walk my 9 doggies in the woods. We live in the woods.
Right.
And so this is one of the big things for us. You walk in the woods, there's lots of seed particles, there's lots of grasses that have seeds. And what you don't always see is that as the doggies are walking through, some of these seed particles stick to their fur, and the long-eared doggies, kind of like Connor, he only has part of one ear here, but they can go into their ears sometimes. They can even go, dogs have, and cats have 3 eyelids. They can go under their eyelids, even under the 3rd eyelid.
So dogs and cats have 3 eyelids?
They do. They have an upper and a lower like us, and then they have another eyelid on the bottom. And sometimes if a kitty or a dog is not feeling well, or this is another hiding place for things, but it gives some lubrication and some protection to the eye.
So a seed particle can get caught between the 2 eyelids?
Yeah, well, either between the 2 eyelids or under the 3rd eyelid, which is right against the eyeball, and therefore scratch up the eye very badly.
So how do you know?
Well, and let me also say they can get embedded into their fur and between their toes and go into their skin. How you know is in the eye, they're going to be, you'll see this all of a sudden, the eye will look a little red, or they're trying to close their eye a little bit, or there's lots of discharge. When the 3rd eyelid is involved, usually the 3rd eyelid comes up. So people will say, oh my goodness, I can't see their eyeball anymore. But it's because a 3rd eyelid, sometimes, not always, but the 3rd eyelid covers it. And so you see anything like that, eye problems, go to your vet right away.
You know, the other thing I would think, and this happened with me earlier in the spring, Sparny, we like to play Frisbee outside and play. And we have one area that's a big fenced-in area that we play Frisbee in. And, of course, Sparny likes to sniff and smell everything. Well, apparently, he was bitten in the face by an insect.
Oh, yes.
And within 2 to 3 minutes, his face started swelling.
Right.
It was twice the size. Well, I immediately called his vet, and we went in, and I asked, I said, am I overreacting? And he said, no, you're not overreacting. They gave him a shot to help counteract that.
Right.
Said he's going to be fine, but it took almost a day for that swelling to go down.
Now, the bad thing about that is that once they, just like a person, if you have, let's say, a bee sting, or it could have been any number of
I don't know
insects.
what it was, what type of
Exactly.
insect it was.
But the sad thing is, once you have that allergic reaction, the next time it may even be worse. So you want to immediately know that, yes, there was a problem, and next time go even faster to the vet.
So it could be worse the next time?
I hate to say that, but it could
Why?
be. Well, because once you react to an allergen, such as what happened, it may have just been an individual thing because you don't know what it was. But for example, people get bit by a bee or stung by a bee. First time it may not cause them any problem. The second time it may not. But those people that are allergic, the next time it could be a problem. And the time after that, they react more significantly to the allergen. And so you want to be watchful.
You got to be careful. You got to be
You
careful.
have to be careful, and in some cases, the vet will say, "Hey, I want you to have this and this on hand." I won't say because your vet should say it, but
Right.
but yes, you want to talk to them and say,
Well, we did. He gave us a prescription.
Perfect.
Of some. He got the shot.
Yep.
And then we did pills. I think it was for 2 days or for 3 days.
Right, right. And so they may want you just to have something on hand. If you need it, you can call them and they can say, "Give it right away."
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, what about the thing that comes to mind always are ticks and fleas
Yes.
this time of year?
Oh my goodness.
Ticks are terrible.
Ticks are terrible. Just terrible right now. And my guys are well protected, but when I go walking with them, I know how many ticks are out there because I get them. You want to protect your pets when you're going walking. You want to protect your pets if they're outside pets at all, dogs and cats.
Okay, the medication that you put on once a month.
Once a month, there's other things.
That works well,
It
doesn't
works well. There's topical. There's now oral.
And
there's,
it's safe?
It's very safe as long as you apply it well. Now, the drop, you want to make sure that you don't have one pet that is coming up on the other pet and licking them and ingesting that material. So
Right.
you want to be careful what you use. You want to follow all the directions. There is a collar called the Serestro collar I happen to love. That collar happens to last for 8 months. You put it on and it works beautifully.
But what if it's rubbing up against another pet?
This is the thing about that collar. You can lick it. You could even put it in your mouth and try to chew it. It has no bad effects.
Okay.
That collar is very safe. But again, that doesn't mean all the collars are. Some of the collars are very, very dangerous. You want to follow the directions, talk to your vet about what is the best thing to use. Now, the other thing about ticks is, we mentioned this one other time, that there is a tick-carried parasite that is very dangerous. So keeping ticks off your pet is very important, but even if your pet may not show you that it had a tick, so that tick may have caused a problem. That problem gets injected. It's not from the tick. The tick carries the parasite. This tinier parasite can go into the bloodstream, and it can cause a very bad illness that can lead to many, many things, including paralysis. And
So you got to be careful. You got to be
Yes.
careful.
You wanna protect
We're
your
just about out of
pets.
time, Mar. But if you use the drops, is that going to protect the dog totally from the ticks?
No, it will not, in the sense that it protects them. They do die. However, they will
ticks
be
die.
attached. The tick will die, but they are attached long enough that it could still cause a tick-carried parasite.
So
if
be
you
careful.
see, yes, be careful. And if you see any problems, you know your pet had a tick, call your vet.
Okay. Phone number, Mar, if people want more information.
573-896-4040.
Okay, always a pleasure to have you on from All Paws Medical and Behavioral Center, Mar Doering, and little Connor over there. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Stay cool
very
and
much.
keep the ticks away. Okay.